Hi there. I couldn't make it to the Lego store at opening time on the 1st of August, so I went slightly later when it was lovely and quiet, on a mission to get one specific set. Now, when I went to the Lego store at opening time on the 1st of June, it was absolute mayhem, and the queue to pay was the entire length of the shop. But for the August launches, I couldn't be there in the morning anyway, so I had to hope that the set I really wanted wouldn't sell out. So I went to get it later on, and when I went, it was incredibly quiet. It was definitely a car-themed launch day, and there were Lego cars everywhere. In the window, they had the amazing new Lamborghini Countach, which I definitely want to get at some point, especially after modifying my Speed Champions version to have gull-wing doors. And I'll put a link to that video in the description below, in case you're interested on doing the same modification yourself. Next to that, they had the McLaren F1 and the BMW Twin Pack, both of which aren't new but were released back in March. Then they had the Lambo V12 Vision GT, which again isn't new but was out on the 1st of June. Then moving along, there was the double Mercedes pack, which came out in 2022, but it's due to retire at the end of this year. Then lastly, to match its big brother at the other end of the window, they had the Speed Champions version of the Countach. Then above all those sets, they had the Mercedes F1 with the pullback motor, again released last March, and the Icons McLaren with Ayrton Senna. Then the only non-car themed set in the window was the new Travel Moments set, which is quite a cool idea, as you can mark on the map the places you've travelled to and add photos of them behind. But the main item in the window was of course the huge new Technic McLaren P1, and this had an insider's gift with purchase of a rotating Technic P1 logo. Inside, the store was suitably race themed with lots of car displays, with this one dedicated to Technic cars, the Bugatti, the McLaren Formula 1 E-Team, which had sold out, and the large Mercedes AMG F1. Then in another display case, they had the gorgeous dark blue Ford GT from last year and the amazingly detailed Icons Corvette also from last year. But it wasn't all cars. There were the new Star Wars sets out too. The Dark Falcon, which looks wonderfully menacing, and I'd buy it just for the minifigs, especially Darth Jar Jar, Jedi Vader and Beach Luke. Next to that was a set I'm not sure about, the TIE Fighter X-Wing mashup, where you can swap the wings between the two ships. I don't think I'll ever get the set, but I do want the new yellow astromech droid which comes in the set. Another Star Wars set, which I want part but not all of, is the new Creative Play Droid Builder. Now you get 4 droids in this, but I only want the R2-D2, especially with his yellow duck swimming aid, but I mostly want the young Princess Leia minifig with her Lola droid. There were some new Animal Crossing sets out, and as someone who never played the game, I have no idea what all the locations and characters are, but I do really like the themes minifigs, which remind me so much of the Lego Fabuland animal figures. I got a few of the Animal Crossing figs from the first wave, and I think I'll probably end up getting some of these ones too. At this point I hadn't yet found the set which I was after, but I still took a detour to check out the pick and build wall and filled up 2 boxes, one with 2x2 dark grey bricks and another with 4x6 dark grey plates, which will both be very useful for building Mills plates for the Lego City. The staff had just put out on display the new Jaws set, but it wasn't due to be released until the Saturday morning. It was incredibly detailed and hadn't realised that Bruce could be detached from the main display and could be displayed on his own stand. Then I finally visited the City section, which was packed with all the new sets that came out on the 1st of June in the UK, but the one that I was there to get was the brand new Downtown Streetcar and Station. So I grabbed one, paid, got a couple of gifts with purchase and went home. So I'll show you my set and my gifts with purchase in a minute, but first my pad boxes. Now these both look identical because I added 2 layers of plates on the top just to fill up the space, but if I remove the layers on the first one, you can see that underneath there's a ton of 4x6 plates, and if I remove the top layers of the second one, you can see that underneath I've got a ton of 2x2 bricks. So in this box I got 318 2x2 bricks, and they cost 12p on lego.com, so that comes to £38.16, and I also got 20 plates and they cost 36p on lego.com, so that's £7.20. So the actual value of that box came to £45.36. Now in the other box I got 184 4x6 plates, and at that 36p each on lego.com, that comes to a total value of £66.24. So for 2 cardboard boxes, which cost me £16.99 each, I actually got a value of £111.60 worth of Lego bricks. I also got these few parts which I didn't bother adding to the total. So on to my gifts with purchase. The first one was 30636, and this is called Z-Blob and Bunchu Spider Escape. Now I'm guessing this is Z-Blob and that's Bunchu, and this is the spider they're escaping from. And the second gift was 30660, and that's called Zoe's Dream Jetpack Booster. Now, I'm not a big Dreams fan, but I am a big minifig fan, so it's quite cool that I've got this bunny in a blue colour, obviously the Z-Blob mini character, but also the cool Zoe minifig. But obviously the reason I went there was to get the Downtown Tram set. Now, I really like the look of this train, especially the way the brick-built nose tapers in at the front. It has an identical front and back carriage with a passenger car in the middle, and it's got this really cool play feature, whereas if you push this lever here, it extends out a section underneath the platform to allow for wheelchair access. There's two station platforms. This side's got a little coffee stand on one side, and then the other side is slightly smaller with the play feature and some departure boards. But the back shows us that all those parts are modular and you can add them all together and have one long platform on one side of the train. Now, I was quite surprised that this didn't come out with all the other city sets on the 1st of June, so I've had a couple of months to wait because I am absolutely dying to modify this set. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do yet, and one idea is that I probably will lengthen this centre car ever so slightly, but also this train is currently only push along, so it definitely also needs to be motorised. But if you've got any good ideas on modifications to make to this train, let me know in the comments below and I'll see if I can add it to my future video. So just a short shopping video with the train, 2 Dreams poly bags as gift with purchase, and a ton of grey bricks. Please give me your comments down below. I make sure I reply to every comment I get. If you've liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and of course, please subscribe for more LEGO videos.